Yo, what's up, Bleach fans? This is Rafael from C Manga, and I'm here to give you a review of Chapter 531, Everything But the Rain, Part 4. And this chapter was beyond sick for me anyway. I don't care what anyone says, I enjoyed this immensely. I've been waiting since the cliffhanger 2 weeks ago, and I was pleased and, yeah, satisfied with what I was given. This hollow thing definitely, I have to start off and say, has something to do with Ichigo. I can't see it not being, because the way it was fighting Ishin in this chapter and acting, it used a seraph with its horns, just like, what do you call it? It even screamed in the same way, like, roaring to show off its power. All similar to how Ichigo's hollow thing, though, acted as well. So this is going to be interesting to see what's going to happen next and how that's influenced Ichigo as a person and his powers. Ishin is pretty much a badass. I thought he was going to get his ass handed to by this thing, but that's not the case. He did quite well against it. He was parrying, attacking. He did say he's struggling though against it, and was thinking, this hollow, it's a black hollow. Its hole is filled instead of being hollow. So what the hell is this thing? Doesn't fight like any normal hollow. He said it felt like fighting against the Shinigami, and while he was fighting, he got pushed out of a certain area, basically into the 13th division jurisdiction. So a Shinigami popped out asking what he's doing there, and obviously he said run, and then the hollow basically fired off the Zero. And Aizen, Gin, and Tosin are watching this, and they're like, oh, okay, this is going to complicate things. Ishin's there. How the flip did he know about this? And it's like, he obviously they know he's went there without telling anyone. But Aizen, as smug as usual, is thinking, oh, this is interesting. This can be useful to him. It seems like this guy's always got some sort of flipping backup plan or some sort of alternative answer, like, oh well, this is good, let's take advantage of this. What else? Masaki was shown again with Rukian, and she sensed the two powerful Ryatsus, saying one's a hollow and the other's something else, and she went to leave. Ryukin was like, oh, you can't leave, it's like, remember, we're meant to leave when the Shinigami's killed, and plus pure souls like us shouldn't leave outside. If anything, he's made, I think it's Katagiri, whose mixed blood should leave instead. And she basically says something similar to like how Ichigo would say, I'm not just going to stand here and, what do you call it, maybe you live like that, and I respect you that you think about your aunt and everyone before. That's cool, but that's not me. And if I can just stand here and let someone die, then I'll never be able to live with myself. So she leaves and goes towards the battle. And yeah, coming up to the climax of the chapter now, we see Ishin's needs to get serious. So he was wondering what the hell that thing was after he was hit, thinking it's a Zero, which it obviously was. And then he now releases his Zanpakuto, saying burn Engetsu. And I think everybody's been waiting to hear this, because he's been fighting in an unreleased Zanpakuto state for so long, firing Getsugas every time we saw him, or for the fight against Aizen. Now we get to see what his Zanpakuto is, and obviously it seems like it's a fire type. And yeah, just as he's about to go, he charges forward to attack the hollow. At the same time, it charges towards him. He gets cut in the back, and obviously backstabbing Aizen's there with a smirk on his face, and with his two flipping butt buddies, Gin and Tosin, and you're just like, oh, come on, him again, kind of thing. It's typical Aizen behavior, but I get fed up with him sometimes. But at the same time, he's that kind of villain you love and hate. So yeah, he basically ruins the whole fight, and it seems like he's most likely softened. It's kind of like throwing prey to the flipping predator, because he's chopped him now. And what's he gonna do? Just leave and see what happens? Yeah, as I said, chapter was freaking amazing. As I said, we saw that this hollow, as I mentioned earlier, is got to be some sort of influence to Ichigo's own hollow, their resurrection form. This is kind of cracky theory, but I think maybe that it's black as well has something to do with his powers, because the way they kind of emphasize on the fact that, oh, a black hollows are usually white. This one was black. Maybe that has something to do with Ichigo's Getsuga's being black when he's in Bankai mode or using his mask, and I don't know, and his Ryatsu being black as well. And you could even say maybe Tenza Getsu as a thing, but probably not. But I do think the Ryatsu thing might have some sort of link. Also, I'm wondering if maybe that we've seen Ishin release his so will Ichigo learn how to seal his, and we'll hear a command from him, and maybe it will be similar. It will be a burn command as well, but we don't actually know like what type of Zanpakuto type is Ichigo. So yeah, that'll be interesting to see as well. And also, what now that we've seen Masaki's leaved, I'm waiting to see how she's gonna deal with this hollow. Because is she gonna destroy it, or is she gonna like damage it and it retreats? That's what I'm wondering. Because Ishin, as we saw 4 chapters ago, he's like, how did you defeat that? And this thing is supposed to be super powerful. It's just, I'm really lost for words of this chapter. It was so impressive to me, and I'm just looking forward to so much more. But yeah, that's all I can think of theory wise. I'm just looking forward to the next one and seeing what Masaki's gonna deal with this thing, and is Aizen gonna stick around and watch, and if maybe when Masaki fights the hollow, that when she defeats it, she might have unintentionally, or even Ishin might have absorbed the Ryatsu of the hollow, and I'm sure that will have something to do with Ichigo's birth. But yeah, that's just enough rambling for me, you know. That's lots of theories, crack or whatever. Said, take it with a pinch of salt. Let me hear what you guys got to say. Did you enjoy the chapter? What do you think will happen next? And do you agree with my theories? And if not, tell me why. And leave a like if you enjoyed the chapter and the video, and also subscribe for more content in the channel. And I'll speak to you guys next time.